Hello, YouTube. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. I am here to support you and help you go live and monetize your expertise. So come on in. We're going to talk about all things going live. And you guys, I got to turn my volume down. I'm going to like my live and comment and do all the things. So you want to make sure you do the same. If you don't mind coming in and sharing and liking and commenting on the live, I would greatly appreciate it. And we're going to get started in just a second. And so I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much for being here. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. So when she comes in, make sure you snag her up. Make sure you follow her. She is somebody you want to know and connect with. And she is going to help you in terms of your YouTube journey. We're getting started and understanding how to leverage this particular app. She is my person, and I am sharing her with all of you. So thank you so much for being here. If you're looking at this video after the live, feel free to make sure you comment on one of my shorts or one of my long form videos and like that. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you do that for me, I'll go back and do that for you as well. So I will look at one of your videos, comment, and subscribe as well. And so we'll guess Michelle Crochet. So this is what we're doing this year. This is our level up year. This is our year to make sure we are very intentional about all things that we do. And there's so many different opportunities out there. So I want you all to take advantage of it. Take advantage of this time that you can be able to be successful and leverage all the resources out here. Okay. So I appreciate your friends. Come on in. Let me know if you have any questions. And as you can tell, I'm about to get started on my other channel in a second. And this really should be an efficient live because I have to be a mommy. So I'm going to talk about that on YouTube, on TikTok as well. But got to go and be a mother as I have to go pick up my daughter. Pick her up from college, move around her dorm and do all that. So it's going to be a busy afternoon, and hopefully the rain does not wash us out. So we're going to see if we can beat this weather that we're going to have here. That is the goal. So I am setting up my screen now. I'm about to get on to TikTok and go over there for a little bit. And like I said, because I'm on a time crunch, I need to hit the road to get to her. I got to drive about 2 hours. Hopefully traffic is forgiven. So we'll see how that goes. But it's about it's a good hour and a half drive. So that is going to be my day. Driving and then coming on back. And then actually have to go and find something to wear for this wedding this weekend. So that is something else I got on my to-do list. All right, guys, I'm about to get started on TikTok. I appreciate you being here. I am notoriously a few minutes late lately. So we'll see how this goes. Hello, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. Come on in. How are you doing? Hello, Yes Michelle Crochets. How are you, friend? I'm working hard today. I feel you, friend. You came on now. Sounds like you are too. I am. You heard me chatting. I was talking about having to do all the errands today and go pick up my daughter and stuff. So yes. Hi, Sharon. Thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. How are you? I came in, I was talking. I did not welcome my people coming in. How you doing, DJ? I appreciate you. Hello, Gambling Diva. That's an intriguing name. Look at you. I want to see what your page about. Marlene, thank you so much. Brett Truth, thank you so much. I appreciate you all coming in. Make sure you come in. You're going to like the live, share the live. And if you haven't grabbed your Daily Heart Me, grab that Daily Heart Me. Okay, friends? We're going to grab that Daily Heart Me. So I want to make sure you guys are getting all your engagement points. So we're going to talk about all things TikTok and going live with ease and how you can monetize your expertise. So I was sharing, because I start my YouTube. I know some of you have come back. The Lady Virgo, how are you, friend? Some of you have come back to my lives before. Thank you so much. And you've heard me talk about this week being my crazy week where I have a lot going on. So I won't be able to do my 4 o'clock, but then I also co-stream on YouTube. So I was talking to Yes Michelle Crochets about everything that's happening right now with my gearing up for this week where I have a lot of activity this weekend rather. And today kicks it off because I have to drive about an hour and a half. If traffic's bad, it's about 2 hours to my daughter's college and pick her up and move her out the dorms. Hello, friend. Thank you so much, that Virgo. How are you, friend? Let me say this, Virgo friend. Speaking of crazy weeks for me, and I'm on the cusp, so I'm a Cancer Leo. So that's my zodiac. Um, I'm doing well. Awesome, friend. I have 3 Virgos in my house. And everybody, oh gosh, I have multiple Virgos around me. But my last week of August, oh my gosh, my son, his birthday kicks it off. He's at the end of August. He's August 25th. And then my husband is the 29th of August. And then my daughter is the 31st of August. So that week, I am doing nothing but taking people out to dinner and buying gifts and all the things for my Virgo friends. So it is a lot for me, my Virgo family, rather. It is a whole lot. A lot on my pocketbook, a lot of my time, but I have to celebrate them all. So it's all back to back. Yes. Oh, yes. That's my world, Virgos. So those Virgos in my house. And then my niece is the following week. She's a September Virgo. Gosh, there's some other extended family too that are September Virgos also. And so yes, my daughter, your daughter's the 30th. Yes, Michelle said her daughter's August 30th. So the Virgos. Yes. Oh gosh. So that Virgo lady, I love that you're in the room. I see a lot of Virgos all the time. Hello, friends. You guys are coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Make sure you are liking and sharing the live. We're going to get to talking about the etiquette for our room. How you doing, Star Gal? How you doing, friend? Let me just say, let me brag on you for a second. Just a quick second. Let me brag on you. My grandson, September 1st. Let me brag on you, friend, because you know what? I had to tell Live Legion, the founder of Live Legion, how much I enjoyed your live. Oh my God, you said hello. I said I was watching that live like it was Netflix. I kid you not. I said it was so captivating. You are, oh my gosh, you're good. You're real good. I'm watching you and taking notes, friend, because you are really good. The way you engage the audience and you going in and you chatting and making small comments is, oh my gosh, it was good. So if you guys, okay, so let me give a backstory real quick. Stargell Wiggs is a live host that is a live host for TikTok Shop. And so with her TikTok shop, she is promoting wigs, and she has the wigs behind her, like the way I have it here. She would have it a lot neater, and you can see her screen fully. But she's talking about those wigs, and she's putting them on, and she's gorgeous, first of all. But the way she's putting them on, and she easily fixes them. Now you see, I have the crochets in right now, so I'm not really a wig person. But I was like, oh my God, if I was into wigs like that and changing them up, I would be buying them, friend. Like, you are good. You are super good. So I just wanted to say that I told your family, your daughter, how she oh my gosh, I was so impressed. So you are good. You are my role model. I'm watching you, friend. All right. How you doing, Darlene? I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you joining. I see all of you coming in. Phenomenal. How are you, friend? Yes. How you doing? You said I really enjoy everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. That was helpful to see. I mean, really, I was impressed. Said hi. How you doing, Super Shop? How are you? FY. You said FYF. FYP. Look at you. You deserve the flowers, friend. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate it. Please share your niche where you are from. Oh, thank you so much. And then, yes, Michelle Crochet, she is in the chat over on my YouTube channel. So you guys know I co-stream. I'm showing y'all how it is done. I want us all to grow this year. I want us to be intentional about what we're doing. And this is an opportunity for us to build 2 channels at once. So all I do is just co-stream and go live on both of them. So there's a lot of people who do that. And I want you all to be intentional as you go live. So you see me here, I'm on my YouTube channel, and my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. I give her a shout out because she is helping me and supporting me in this journey and helping me with YouTube. And she is somebody I'm willing to share. So you definitely can connect with her. And she's somebody that can help you with your YouTube channel as well as you're thinking about growing in this space. Obviously, she is in the crocheting niche, but she is really, really good. She has a lot of followers. She understands the platform. So definitely connect with her. Look at you, Katrina. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you coming over. Thank you so much. So definitely come over, like the live, comment, and subscribe. And if you go to one of our shorts and put a little note, we get notifications on the live. I mean, obviously it's live, so I don't see it afterwards. So we get notifications over there, so I can go back, look at my notifications, see who left a comment on a short or long form video. And then I can go to your channel because I can click it, go to your channel, leave a comment, like, and subscribe to your channel. So you can get both me and Michelle. That way you get 2 subscribers by just engaging on our platform. And leaving us a comment on our shorts and subscribing. So that's what this is. We're all leveling up. I'm teaching you the way. I want you to be successful. I want you to grow. I want you to make sure that you are being intentional in your strategies so that ultimately you can have multiple platforms that you're on and you're monetizing. YouTube is a long game, so that's why I do it this way, because I'm basically, as you're building subscribers, there's different milestones to get towards monetization over there. TikTok, I tell you, if YouTube's a marathon, TikTok is like a middle distance. It could be a sprint. It's like I ran the 400. So it's like the 400 people. We know that it's actually a sprint, but people don't think of it that way. They think of it as a middle distance run. But with that being said, you can monetize a lot sooner over on TikTok. It's just about being consistent and engaging. Okay. Those are the 2 keys. That's the key to success over here. Thank you so much, all who are coming in, the caregiver and coach. Thank you so much. Be reconciled. I'm not encouraged to share. I feel like I'm flooding other people's pages on the inbox. What do you mean? You know what? You know what? I had to get over that. I get you. I get you on that. I get you that. When it comes to sharing, at the end of the day, it is part of the game, friend. I'm just going to say that really clearly. It is part of the game. If you are not sharing your live, you got to get over how people think and what the perceptions are and what they're thinking of you. Because at the end of the day, they're going to share their live and they're going to make sure that their live gets seen and promoted. So you got to get over that. That's the first thing I will say. And that was kind of my thing. I was like, oh, what would people say? What would people do? No, you got to share your live. That's it. You got to encourage your viewers to do it. And if they get inbox messages that says, oh, well, this person shared their live, well, then they need to start sharing their live. Okay. That's it. I go into support mode immediately because I know how hard it is. Yeah, I get it, but at the end of the day, you have to support. You got to engage. You got to do all the things to make sure you get that visibility, and also to make sure that TikTok sees what you're doing. That's engagement. The algorithm is paying attention to you, so you want to make sure you're doing those things. Those are important steps to making sure you grow and you're successful here. But with that being said, you just have to encourage your viewers to support your live by sharing it. And there's people I probably send a share to every single day. And they know Dr. Lisa's on these TikTok streets. I'm engaging. I'm doing my thing. I'm showing up. I'm being consistent. And they're going to get a share from me. That's that. It is what it is. So I had to get over that because in my mindset is like, oh, I don't want to be inappropriate. I don't want to make people feel like, oh my gosh. You know what I do? I click all of those messages where I shared and I see who other people shared with me and I go to their page and I appreciate the shares, honestly. And then on top of that, if it's somebody I'm like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get to that, I just look at the message and I keep moving and going to the next message. It is what it is. So that's the way I see about it. How you doing, Happy? Per Mom, how are you? Simply, how are you, friend? How's everything going? I know you're about to travel soon, so you are probably really busy. And so when you get to the point of not worrying about what other people think, that's probably where I need to start this message because I had to get over that, y'all. I was faceless. I wasn't on this app showing my face for the longest. And recognizing that I was in my head. That was that cognitive. I talk about it in my free download. Grab that. My workbook that talks about cognitive distortions. Like, oh, I failed once. Oh, I'm not competent enough. Oh, what are other people going to say and think about me? Oh, at the end of the day, you have to let that go. If you're going to be successful, the people who are successful, they don't have those things that are feeding their brain to say, oh, or their mindset to say, oh, well, I can or I shouldn't, or it's inappropriate. They say, okay, you know what? My mom used to say this, and it's one of those sayings that I hear all the time from my siblings too. Closed mouths don't get fed. Plain and simple. If you are not out here talking about the things that you need to talk about, putting yourself out there, you won't get what you want to get from it. You're not going to be successful. So just you said I got to go pack. I know you do, friend. And so you just have to make sure you don't worry about what other people think, how people may perceive you. They're going to see you as somebody who's out here doing their thing. That's the most important thing. They're going to see you being successful. He said, thank you for the encouragement. That's it. Thank you for your live show. I appreciate you, friend. I am there right now in my head. I know. We all are. We all get to that point. And ultimately you're going to say, you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Because every time I do that, I don't take action. Every time I do that, I slow my progress. Every time I do that, I don't see success. And so at the end of the day, I see them inbox messages. I see where I message people over again because I share my live. I'm about to share my live now. Simply, you might get a message from me, the caregiving coach. You might get a share from me. Okay, friends? Because y'all be on my feed all the time. I'll be like, click, 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 click. Let me send it to them anyway, even though they're in the room. So I'm just saying, I'm that person. And I want you guys to see I'm out here in these streets doing that. Bring it on. It's just that you got to make sure you are in there doing it, and don't get to the point where you're not making progress. Thank you so much, friend, because you're worried about what other people are thinking and seeing and saying. Okay. So that was me. And I'm still a work in progress. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a work in progress with it. Dr. Lucy, you do such a wonderful job. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. I am a work in progress because I'm human. You get in your head, you're like, oh my gosh, should I? And then I have to snap out of it. And I don't know what my trick is. I don't necessarily have a method to my madness in the sense of I just say, okay, you know what? I can't worry about that. That can't be a priority. I can't give that attention and time, especially if it's something that it has me in a headspace where I'm like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't. I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do it even more. All a work in progress. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, friends. Yes, we are. Happy Nurse Week. Oh, look at that. Happy Nurse Week. Happy Nurse Week. I have several nurses in my family too, in my friend group. Okay, I need to send a text message. Thank you so much. I do care. Thank you so much. Chat later, everyone. Thank you, Miss Darlene, for being here. I appreciate your friend. Yeah, so that's just me. I know it is one of those things where the system is set up where those shares will show up and they're there. It is what it is. But I get it because I paused for a second there too. And I was like, you know what? People share their stuff all the time and we should share it. So hopefully I'm being a role model. That's the way I think about it. Always work in progress. We continue to grow every day. Yes, that's it. That's it. Hopefully I am being a role model by sharing. And I'm sorry, I got to talking. The flash goal is up. The flash goal is up. And that is something that TikTok just put out there. So I wanted to make sure I shared it with you all so that we can get the room activated. And let me say this. So in terms of your live, what I teach, is that you want to like the live because you see the hearts up there. It says 4.7K. That is likes. That is where you are in the live. You are liking the live. You are telling the algorithm, TikTok, that you are enjoying what you're experiencing. You are here and you are connecting and engaging. Then you want to share the live. And I say it all the time. Like I said, I share my live. And so I share it with all my supporters and followers. And it is probably a little spammy. I'm not saying spammy because I do the 10 o'clock and I do the 4 o'clock. And when I share my live, I share one for the 10 o'clock, one for the 4. So you get 2 messages a day from me. And it is what it is. And so Dr. Lisa is here. And if you did not get your share, then she either skipped your name or for whatever reason she wasn't there today. Okay. so so I do share out my live. And like I said, I show it as a way to show you all that, hey, I'm here. And it really is part of the practice of making sure your live is activated. Because you say it so often. I said it multiple times in my live last night, got over 1,000 hearts. Look at you. Congratulations, friend. Look at you. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You gotta educate your community and let them know what to do. Hello, friends. Sharon is caring. That's it. Sharon is caring. Thank you so much. Glad to be here. Greetings from Colombia. Thank you so much, Sergio. I appreciate you being here, friend. Thank you so much. All right, you guys are sharing. Let me share my own live. And so a power share is what you do in the middle where you touch my nose and touch my glasses, and you power share. And I'm sending this live to Jamie Lee. I'm sending it to Simply. I'm sending it to Zen. I'm sending it to Favorite. I'm sending it to Dion. I'm sending it to Mimi. I'm sending it to BJ. All y'all getting my live today. All of y'all. Let me see who else is showing up. These are the ones that show up top of list. Yellowbird, you got it. Simply in, you got a Yellowbird. Both of your lives. Phenomenal, you got it. Live Legion, you getting it. Coach Miss Jessie. Solo. So I sent it out to a lot of people. You send your live out and a lot of people will get it. So that's what I do. Looking for quality engagement. There you go. Good morning. How are you, Maggie? Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, you definitely want to share your live. Dee Dee, thank you so much. Understanding about work in progress. I'm here to figure out this life. And hello, everyone in the community. I feel you, friend. Like I said, it takes time. And I say I'm a work in progress because we had Stargal. I don't know, Stargal, if you're still in the room. She is a live host for TikTok Shop. And so she's with Live Legion Agency. And I just started with Live Legion, and I started my homework yesterday, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I getting myself into? I don't know how I'm going to do it all. I don't know how I'm going to do it all, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it all. And that's the thing. Once you start doing something, and I could talk about this from the perspective of doing my doctorate degree, because anybody in a room who got the letters behind their name, whether it's a doctorate, a master's, or bachelor's, whatever numbers you got behind your letters you got behind your name, you understand that took some time and effort, and it was an adjustment to what you were used to, what you were normally used to doing. And so it's an adjustment, and that's how this is. This is an adjustment. It's going to take you out of your comfort zone. Idea 2, homework. Yes, homework. It was so much homework. I was like, oh my gosh, oh gosh. And I'm still not done with my homework, y'all. You said I really want to do an affiliate program. Do you, Dee? Let's see, Dee. How many followers you got? You're a high engager. Dee, you still don't have a bio. I realized, I said, Dee, you've been here for a while now. You couldn't get it. You got 1,600 followers. You got the pilot program. Masters took me out in effort and definitely, yes. So that's the thing about it. It's going to be an adjustment, but you get used to it. You get in a rhythm. You are going to make that transition and understand how to put it all into your schedule. How do you fit it all in? How do I get more? I'm sorry, Susan. You said, how do you get more information on Live Legion? Live Legion, go to their profile. Live Legion, just type it in the on the home screen in the search bar. Live Legion Agency. If you type it in there, you can go to that profile. In the profile, there's a link to the application. But she has videos. She has some posts about her agency. You know what? I'm really impressed with how she's doing things. She's being very, very thorough, and she's given a lot of information. So it's up to you. It's one of those things where if you want to do this, and TikTok Shop is a thing, if you want to do it, you're going to have all the resources to be successful. Now it's going to be up to you to take advantage of that. And so that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, she is not holding back with information. So it's going to be up to me to do the work. And so I'm doing my homework, y'all. You said, what did you miss? How you doing? How you doing, Jim Hair by Nikki? What did you miss? You know what? Were you here over the weekend when I had Live Legion in my room? Her name is Jessica. Jessica was the Live Legion. Who are we talking about? Yes, it's a TikTok shop agency. Is it? Oh, you said no. So my YouTube channel, I did record Sunday. I didn't do Saturday. Sunday, you can hear her talking. If you want to go and listen to the recording on YouTube, is on a playlist. Look for Sunday at 4 p.m. The 4 p.m. Sunday time one timestamp. Look for that one and probably look maybe about 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes in, she came back up and started speaking to the audience. So we did another Q&A. And so she was really good. I spoke to her yesterday, just so for the room. I did speak to her yesterday. She did say, you said, okay, let me know. And, you know, Nikki, let me know if you want to chat offline, if you want to connect with me. I'm happy to chat with you. We probably need to connect anyway. But she said she was still taking applicants. So if you are interested, you can apply. You say yes, please. Okay. Yeah, you can apply, and just know that you know, the first thing, let me give you a couple things that are part of the requirements. You have to have TikTok shop. Okay, so TikTok shop, you need to be eligible already. She can't take you into the agency if you're not a TikTok shop person, approved for TikTok shop. So that's the first thing. You got to have TikTok shop. You cannot belong to another live host agency. So if you are with agency under the Creator Network programs, so I was with Gravitas on this account. I'm still with Gravitas technically. I gave them my divorce papers, my 30-day notice. How you doing, Inspired? I appreciate your friend. So I gave him my notice, but I'm still with Gravitas Q. So on this account, I can't go to another agency yet because I'm still with an agency. So even though I gave him my notice, I'm still with them. So you can't be with an agency. So you'll see people like Inspired Expressions and then Nikki Hare, Jim Hare. That's the second page for those people. Okay. So that's the second page, and they're working that page as their TikTok shop page potentially. I don't know if Jim Hare is doing that, but that second page is trying to get approval for TikTok shop or already has it. And so that page is where they're trying to get it. Now their first page may have TikTok shop. So let me say that out loud. I want to make sure I say that for you. So I have two accounts. I told you guys I have the Faceless account. Both of my accounts have TikTok shop on them. I was approved for it. And it doesn't matter if it's the pilot program or the unlimited program. Both of them have it. And so I was able to apply under my other account, and that was okay. Now, I'll say Coach Miss Jessie, she's in the room under Inspired Expressions. Inspired Expressions does not have TikTok shop yet, but her current account does. In her current account, she is not. So she was able to apply with her current account, and she will later transfer to the other page. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense, and I'll catch up on a couple comments. But I just want to make sure I said that stipulation so people understand, like, you just don't apply and you don't have approval, or you have one account and you're already with an agency, so you can't do that. Okay. Do you think you should have separate accounts for TikTok shop and other accounts? Yes. Per mom. Let me explain that. I'm going to explain that. Let me catch up on a couple of comments and I'll circle back to that because I want to make sure I give a lot of context behind that. But the answer is yes. So let me explain why I say that. Give me 1 second. Good morning. How you doing, friends? I appreciate you liking the live and sharing it. I appreciate you liking the live and sharing. Yes, that's what I want to do. My other page has TikTok shop already. Okay, Jim. So you might be like Coach Miss Jessie. So you might apply with the thinking that maybe this account is the account that you want to do shop with. If that's what you're trying to do with this account, the Jim Hare account. I just got a second account for shop, etc. I followed you. Yes. Okay. And so you know what? I don't pin people, friends, unless it's a comment that is for the room to know. Or I usually try to pin my subscribers in most cases. So, but make sure you engage in the room. I don't say that don't engage. I want you all to engage. So definitely engage. I'm not a grow room. That's grow room culture. I'm a learn room. So learn rooms, we talk about how to conduct yourself when you're in a live and make sure you're following the right people. Okay. So typically, like I said, I typically make that like a subscriber benefit too when I try to do that. I have the TikTok shop. I'm just separating it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You have it on the other account. You don't have it on this account yet, do you? That was quick if you do. It makes sense, but it was quick if you do have it. Do you use the same credit card for points on the separate account? Jamie Lee. Do you use the same credit card? Is that Jamie Lee? Jamie Lee? That is you, Jamie Lee. I was like, is this your second account? I just realized what you just said. This is your second account, isn't it? You said to use the same credit card for the points on the separate account. What credit card for points? What do you mean in terms of getting points on your getting coins? Is that what you meant by that? Coins? Yes. Okay. Awesome. I got you. You said yes. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Can I do two different TikTok pages, one for my health products, not for TikTok Shop, and the other for TikTok Shop? The answer, okay, let me explain that. The answer to that is yes. So here's why the answer is yes. Okay. When you have an account, so for this account, Dr. Lisa, I really don't do TikTok shop too often. And if I do, I will do a shoppable live with you all and show you some products in terms of my electronic products that I use for going live. I did a shoppable video with a microphone. I think that's the only time I did it actually on my page. When you do TikTok shop, it actually, especially if it's not something that's in your niche, in the product or the topic that you're talking about. So I give the example of someone who is into health and fitness, and they're showing products about health and fitness, like maybe an exercise equipment or something like that. But they're going to the gym anyway, and all their content is about exercising and other equipment that they're actually working out on. Then, yeah, you're not going to confuse the algorithm too much because you're going to talk about exercising and the equipment and the things that align with your topic and your niche anyway. When you do TikTok shopping, you just pick different products, it could impact your algorithm. And so people are not coming to your page for your products necessarily. They're coming to your page for your content. That's what your followers are looking for. Now, again, in the exercise equipment one, if your audience is coming because you're giving fitness tips and then you talk about a product, that aligns. The algorithm is not going to be confused by that. So TikTok shop, if you do it fully, you can do it within your niche, don't get me wrong. But if you're really doing it, you're going to have a variety of products and things that you're talking about. And so essentially, it's going to overload your page and your content where all of it's going to be TikTok shop stuff if you're really doing it effectively. And that's what Live Legion is going to teach you and educate you on as an agency and coach you on in terms of how to do shoppable videos well, how to make sure your page and your content is focused on being a great live host and talking about the products and showcasing different products, but also showcasing in your shoppable videos. So for that reason, you want to have a separate page for TikTok shop. Okay. Well, for both reasons, actually. All right. Let me know if that makes sense. Not yet. Working hard to get it fast. Yes. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome, friends. Yeah, the algorithm is listening to you. So if you're doing this, then it will reward you. How you doing, Diamond? I see you, friend. Thank you for being here. I see you all, Lex. How are you, friend? Um, and so yes. Oh, to buy coins. Yeah, yeah. Jamie Lee, yes, to answer about buying coins. Yes, you can use the same card. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter. Mhm, absolutely. And you can exchange. Oh no. If you haven't gone live on that account, you can't exchange. Okay. It can hurt you as a live creator to have your TikTok shop stuff on same page. Yeah, I think it's confusing. It confuses the algorithm. So I would say if you can keep them separate, like I said, I don't do too much TikTok shop on this page. I try to avoid it, to be honest with you, because again, I just want to make sure I stay true to my topics of what I'm talking about in my content. So I would try to avoid it too much. But you're saying in terms of going live as well. Um, Again, yes, yes. The algorithm is listening to what you say and what you do. It is. It's paying attention. So you can do it though. I can easily put some products in my shopping cart, turn it on, and show you guys the different products here. Absolutely. I can absolutely do that. I just don't. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to confuse the algorithm. So I don't. Um, so I would say, yeah, I would just be careful when you do that. I wouldn't overdo that too much. How are you, Eunice? I'm doing well. I always go online to TikTok/coins. It's 25% off. Yes, to go to the website. So really quickly, let me thank you, Be Reconciled. I appreciate your friend. That's exactly what I need to be talking about. I have not talked about the Daily Heart Me. Who's new in my room? Who is this your first time visiting? And you're like, I stopped because you were saying something about TikTok shop. Or I stopped because I just saw them glasses and I was like, her glasses look interesting. So let me know if you are new to my room, because I get a lot of people who come in new and you're stopping for a quick second. I appreciate you joining. And so I want to talk about how to make sure you are leveling up, because this is my level up conversation. So this is the conversation where I want you to be intentional about what you're doing as you're navigating these TikTok streets and as you are going live and talking to your target audience. If I'm considering being a live host, I should use another account for that exclusively. Mm. Um, my answer to that is you might want to consider that approach, because I'm looking at your title. It says TTS. So you might want to consider a separate account for your other content and your other stuff you want to talk about. And if that is part of your live conversation, yes, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I would separate them. So just to make sure that there is no confusing the algorithm on what you're trying to say in your live room versus your shoppable content. Yeah. I'm so close to getting 1,000 followers to get into the TikTok Shop affiliate program. You are, friend. Look at you. Awesome. Well, definitely engage in this room. This is some good people to engage with. Um, Second time here. Thank you, MK. How are you, friend? MK, you did not do your homework, friend. You and Dee Dee have not done your homework. Your homework is that you put words in that bio. Let me know if I need to explain that further. I'll explain it regardless. Well, technically, this count is new to your page, but I'm here. I know. I was like, is that Jamie Lee? Yes, I saw that. But it won't let me go live or get into the pilot or go live. What you mean? You can't go live on this page? You should have live access. You definitely should have live access. So what are you getting? You're not getting. Do you know how to go live? Maybe that's the question. Okay, then I have to bring all my perimenopause ladies over to the other page. Possibly, yeah, possibly. Unless get possibly, it just depends on what you're doing. Yeah, you can bring them over to the other page. I would say you could create your other page to be your TikTok shop page, and maybe this page then becomes your more perimenopausal lives and conversations that you have with your current target audience, especially if you've built an audience for that topic. I talk about that all the time. You want to invest time and spend time getting the right people to engage in your content, the right followers. Okay. So how you doing, Marietta? So when you think about my friend Maggie, who just said, oh, I'm almost at TikTok shop, I'm almost at 1,000 followers. To me, that's a milestone. That's a goal, because she's trying to get TikTok shop. Now, if you were to come in here and say, you know what, I want to talk about perimenopause and I want to have a very direct conversation about women's health, especially women over the age of 40 that are about to go through that phase, and I want to talk to those people, then your audience has to be those people. You're just not coming into live rooms picking random people. You want to be intentional about who you pick. And so I would say spend some time in the content, looking at content that is focused on your topic. And then when you're engaging in the comments, because people who are interested in that topic, which is ultimately your topic, are in the comments, and you want to connect with those people and hopefully get those people to follow your page and connect with them intentionally. So that is a strategy where you're being very intentional about building and cultivating your target audience, your right audience. That's what I want to do. Yep, that's it. Yep. So you want to be intentional about that process. Okay, that too. Need to get the other page so I can get accepted in TikTok shop. Thank you for the information. You're welcome, friend. Hello, everyone. How are you? I need to buy coins, but I'm worried about using the same credit card. Oh, Jamie Lee, that doesn't matter. You're fine. You're fine. They gonna take your money. They gonna take your money, friend. They gonna take your money. They fine with taking your money. They don't care where it come from, as long as it's not stolen. No, you should be fine. It shouldn't have an impact. You should be totally fine. I checked it, but it says I'm not eligible. TikTok shop, you're not eligible, or live, going live, you're not eligible. Going live. Okay, I think you're talking about going live. What happened? What are you seeing? It said you're not eligible to go live. Is there a age verification that needs to happen? Sometimes I've had a couple people have an age verification error message, and so that may be the issue. Is that and so that may be the issue if there's an age. You said stolen. Oh, you talking about me saying it was stolen unless it's stolen? I'm sorry. Yeah, TikTok will take your money though. It's just very expensive, but you can use your same credit card, debit card. Yeah, exactly. Just make sure, go to the website and just do it there, because there's a little bit of a discount. You get a little bit more money, coins for your money. Yes. What do you post to start with on your TikTok shop page to get the people? TikTok shop. Thank you. I appreciate your friend. TikTok shop. What do you post? You post a product review, and so you want to be intentional about what you're posting from a product selection. So a trending product would be important to do. You also want to make sure there's some stuff that you do before you post that video. And forgive me, I'm rusty on this, so I'm going to say the wrong thing. So somebody else in the room help me with this. It's called ad. It's the ad settings before you post. There's a couple features back there you want to turn on. So that's where people got to help me at. There's a couple things you want to make sure your video is available to be posted to the seller, so that the seller, hopefully the video can be promoted for several months out. If the seller wants to include ad dollars or advertise your post, so you want to make that available. I don't know exactly the terminology. There's a check thing that you want to cut on, so that's something you want to do. You also want to get the ad code and maybe even send it to the seller to say, here's my ad code for the video I just posted about your product. So there's some little things you can do to make sure that the seller is aware of it, just in case they want to put some ad revenue to it. There's a setting that you don't want to turn on also that has to do with the seller not paying you, or you not getting paid commissions for that video if they want to promote it in other spaces. So just kind of keep that in mind. There's some things that you want to do and not do on that part of getting ready to post. But the main thing is to pick the right product. I say do your research on products. I tell you all the time to look at if that product has already been sold and it has enough traction in the marketplace for people to see that product. So typically you want to have at least 10,000 units or higher that product has been sold, has already circulated, and there's some traction there of sales that have happened. You also want to pay attention to the review ratings, just to make sure it doesn't have bad reviews and people are not saying return it. And then you also want to pay attention to your commission. Something with a higher commission is better. So just pay attention to what makes sense for you. You said, let me go read. Phenomenal. You said, let me go read. before you have enough to actually get into the program. Her mom would say that again, friend. What is I missed something. Maybe I missed your comment. You might have to reword it for me, friend. Enough of what? Let's see. What are you referring to? You said, what do you post? Start with your TikTok shop page to get to the people before you have enough followers. Is that what you mean? Before you have enough followers, what do you post? If you buy a product out of TikTok shop, you can start doing They're not shoppable videos if you don't have TikTok shop yet, but you can do product reviews. I can talk about, my handy dandy candle. And you guys teased me last time. I'm like, why don't you just light that candle? I was tickled by that. I was like, no, I like the smell of it. So you could talk about your product. This is my little candle here. This is my show and tell, my prompt. But if you if you talk about the product and the features and benefits of it, and so you do a product review without it being a shoppable video, because people can't click your link to purchase, but you can at least talk about it. Hello for Baltimore. Yeah, so definitely do that. Start practicing. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, just start practicing. That's the main thing. And then go and look at other people. Like, for argument's sake, people had this candle, and look at people in terms of how they promote candles and talk about candles and see what they say and what are some of the things they highlight. And you're like, okay, I like that touch. I'm going to say something like that. So you can definitely do that. You don't steal their whole thing, but I'm just saying you can definitely, um, you know, mimic some aspects of what they say, just so you get in the rhythm of talking about a product. Yeah. Hello from Baltimore. How you doing, friend? The candle. Yes, the candle. The candle is here. You all, it sits here. This is my show and tell candle. Oh, it smells like, I said it smells like Chanel perfume. I don't think it does. I don't know what it smells like, y'all. It smells like perfume, though. So I need to practice with the candle. Like, oh, don't you smell it? It smells like Chanel. You guys are funny. That's a great way to practice. Also, start building your TikTok shop audience. Yes, absolutely. Nice and sunny here in Oregon. Oh, how you doing, Maggie? Appreciate you being here. I am in Orlando. Yes, and it's sunny and humid, and we're supposed to get a storm that comes through. I think it may kick off today. I think it's supposed to be all this weekend, so we'll see. My friend's wedding is outdoors too, so I don't know. My poor friend, she might have a washout on her wedding, so we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna pray for like a little bit of sunshine just in those 15-20 minutes of the wedding, and then we can all go inside. So here is hoping. People will come to your page for product recommendations. Oh yeah, people say that again. People will come to your page for product recommendations. You're just saying in general, as you start talking about products, that's a good way of doing it too. I like that. Friends. Okay. So we're going to talk about engagement. We're going to talk about making sure you guys are connected with each other. And I love to see what I'm seeing. You guys are saying hello and connecting and chatting and stuff. So all good things. Continue to do that. If you're MK, you said you were new to me. So bio is critical, because again, it tells TikTok who you are and what you're about. And it also tells TikTok is an algorithm. So it also tells TikTok who to send your content out to. Okay. Because they will categorize you with those words in your bio. So it knows that you are maybe you're doing content about family or mom or humor, or your content is about finance or travel. So again, people who are looking for that, it pushes it out to those people. So you want to be intentional about words in your bio. He said, I made a candle that smells like Fruity Pebble cereal. Oh, look at you. So you're a candle maker. Awesome. Wow. You said, how you doing, Copper Cat? I appreciate your friend. You say, yes, while building to 1,000 followers in order to get accepted TikTok shop, you can do reviews. Okay, yes. Wow. Yeah, that is nice. That was nice. Fruity. Yeah, that is cool that you made that. Wow. How did you do that? I'm curious. Like, you added some type of scent essence to it. I'm trying to think, like a essential oil of some sort that you mixed. You blended some flavors. Nice. People will come to your page for product recommendations. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Interesting. So, you guys, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to chat. We're going to do a quick lesson. And I have to be honest with you, I have to leave early. Like, I have a hard stop, probably close to 11:30, no later than 11:45, because I got to be a mom. I got to be a mom. I got to get on the highway, go pick up my child, my daughter, from her college. She has to move out her dorms. And so the drive is like an hour and a half away. So I got to do that drive and try to get down there closer to 1 o'clock. maybe 1:30, so that I could so we can move her out, and then I can get back home before it's too late, and for hopefully it's not raining and all the things. So that's happening today. So I got to do that. Hi, how you doing, Shay? How you doing, Dee Dee? I see your friend. Thank you so much for coming in. So that's the one thing I have going on. So I looked at the clock and it's almost 11. So we're gonna chat it up a little bit more. And I want to make sure I'm able to answer questions and support. So we were talking about TikTok shop. Do you want me to continue there? So let me know if if you have any other questions. If not, Diamond, I did tell you I was going to show you Chat GPT. So I was going to do that, just to kind of make sure my people who are still new and trying to figure out your topic, your niche, I can show you some things there as well, especially your target audience. That's key. You want to know who you're talking to. And then another bit of information is that I won't be able to do my 4 o'clock live. So I won't be able to do my 4 o'clock live. I'll be back on Monday to do that, because the wedding, I just told you, my son's in the wedding. So I got to move my daughter out today. My son's in wedding rehearsal dinner tomorrow. He's the 5-year-old. He's the ring bearer. And then the wedding is on Saturday. And then Mother's Day is Sunday. So happy Mother's Day to many of you who are in the room. Happy early Mother's Day. But my 4 o'clock, so I'm only going to do my 10 o'clock for the next 4 days. So you'll see me at 10, but I won't be able to do the 4. Thank you so much. You are all coming in. Is this the only thing you do for a living? You said, is this the only thing you do? You only do TikTok shop live? Well, I do. Well, okay. So I shared this recently, probably a couple of weeks ago, that I did put in my notice. I am transitioning to be in my own business in terms of business consulting, business strategy, specifically when it comes to digital marketing. So that is what I'm focusing on. So I'm working through my business strategy and plan to make this something I do, full time. I am doing it full time to moving forward. I will be doing it full time. I am doing it kind of full time now, just to be honest with you. My job, I'm kind of slowly transitioning away, putting my notice. So at the end of the month, I will be fully doing this 100%. And then TikTok shop is the other thing that I'm doing. You said that's funny. What's funny? That was funny. What? Me talking about my job. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you too. You're welcome. Can you elaborate on product review? Oh, sure. Is this okay? Yeah. So I am transitioning, but TikTok shop is new for me, and I told you that. So I have that other account. I'm gonna give it a go, because I do know it's a lot of you're divorcing the job too. I'm cleaning house. I'm cleaning house. They all gotta go. The job gotta go. Gravitas gotta go. Everybody gotta go. They taking up too much time and space. I don't want it no more. I'm done. We're on the same team. Yay. Yes, we are. How you doing in my travels? How you doing? We love Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much. The caregiver coach. You said, I appreciate you. Clean house. Yes, everybody got to go. If you are not serving me well, you got to go. So job going, Gravitas going. I done got a new agency. I'm moving over there. But no, with that being said, it's like I said, it's a transition. And I shared earlier, I'm a work in progress. I get it. There's not enough hours in the day for all the things you want to do. And honestly, if I would have said this was going to be on my bingo card for 2025, I wouldn't have guessed that. I wouldn't have guessed it. I wouldn't have done that. I mean, I knew when I started this process in the beginning of the year of going live every day, I knew it was something I was going to do casually. I didn't suspect that it would evolve into what it's doing now. And I'm just saying that's a testament to consistency and engagement, but that's a testament to being open to change and letting change allow you to do things that you've never dreamt of before. And so if you would have asked me this time last year, you would have been, first of all, for me to be on TikTok, I would have been like, you know what, I don't know what's going on with you, but that is not something I'm going to be doing. Or if you would have asked me that I would be even open to being live or talking about promoting products on a live stream or video content, I would have not dreamt it, honestly. And so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, and I'm a spiritual person. So I said, Lord, just lead me, let your will be done. And I'm doing this and I'm doing it. And I feel like I found my purpose. I feel like I found my calling. I feel like this is something I can be really good at. And I enjoy doing it. I just enjoy doing it, y'all. So that's what I'm saying. So just be open to stuff. There's things like this that happens, and it happens for a reason. So, whether it's me helping one or two people in the room or helping many, it's supposed to be this way. So that's the way I see it. He said, me too. You get out, you get out. Everybody out, you out, you out. Everybody got to go. Rise and grind. That's it. That's it. You got to. Yes, you said I'm cleaning house too. Start out. You know what? You know what? I feel you, friend. But you know what? You're good at what you do. I mean, I don't know what you was doing before this, but you are good. You are real good. So Star Gal is in the room. You all just to recognize what I seen her do in terms of her TikTok shop live. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and follow her. Get a chance and go to witness somebody who is really showing you a masterclass in terms of doing a TikTok shoppable live session. And so I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. And just to know that, I'm now associated with the support team that you have. I'm really impressed by that and I'm excited. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. First of all, happy Mother's Day. And thank you so much for giving birth to a true boss. So she is awesome. Jess is awesome. So I'm impressed and she is doing some great work right now. Yes. And so yeah, definitely connect with her. Absolutely. Absolutely love your advice. Oh, thank you, friend. Exactly. I will be back on TikTok Live Friday at 7:45 p.m. Oh, that's your time. Okay. Friday. Okay, tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Okay. Is that, let me check. Is that in your bio? It is in your bio. It is. Why would I doubt you? Because you are getting training from the best. So yes, you say yes, it's there. Yes, that I was doing my homework yesterday and I was like, oh gosh, I got some work to do, but we're going to get it up. We're going to get it up and running. I got everything sent out. I sent it to Jess. I said, let me know what you think. Let me know what I need to change. And so we're going to work this thing out. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. I have to go to work. All right, Maggie, I appreciate you being here. So TikTok shop, somebody else asked me a question about TikTok shop. Let me know what other questions. What was the other question? I know I digressed a little bit. Can you elaborate? That was you, Coach Miss Jessie. You said, can I elaborate on the product review videos? Is that what you mean? Just start doing product reviews? I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, obviously that will help in a couple ways. First of all, it's going to help the algorithm know the type of topic you're going to be covering, especially if you're going to be in a niche on, yes. So especially if your products that you are talking about are going to be in a certain niche. So maybe it's the beauty, or if it's wellness or health or electronics, whatever it is. I mean, that'll help the algorithm get a sense of what you're going to be talking about from a product selection perspective, but also thinking about, just practicing talking about the products and just kind of presenting that to your target audience and just sharing with them the features and benefits of the product. So that'll give you the practice. And obviously there's some examples out there. Again, in your niche, look at some examples of what people are doing and how they're promoting products. When you get TikTok shop, you can actually see, when you do the product selection, you can see other people who have posted videos on that product, that specific product, and you can see how many views they've gotten. And so I would say spend some time there researching the product. Here's the other reason why you want to do that. Spend some time, because again, the algorithm hears everything you say and do. And so if you spend some time, okay, looking at product reviews for that specific product, first of all, the algorithm is hearing you talk about that product or hearing those review videos and seeing that. And you spend some time doing that. Maybe you look at about 5, 10, 15 of those videos, just kind of mirroring, taking notes and stuff. And then you then do your review video right after that. The algorithm has nothing but that product in there in terms of what you've been watching for like the last 15, 20 minutes. And so then you do your product video. That may help. and may help prime the algorithm to say, oh, okay, now you're going to be talking about this particular product. So maybe it'll get to the right people who want to know about that product. Okay. So I would say that is a quick little tip and strategy. Again, this is fashion and beauty is your niche. This is all about talking to TikTok. Just making sure you understand the algorithm. One more question. Do you think TikTok will be gone in June? No. No, I don't. Um, my thoughts are that, again, there's so much money being made on this app, and there are so many people who want this app to be in the business of making money off this app. So, and off the creators and the live hosts who are here. And so recognizing that, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think that's a tough one, y'all, to shut the doors after all that's been built here and what's going on here. I think we're going to get another extension. If anything, another extension will happen, and, it'll continue to be business as usual. There's too many people. And I think the wheels are already in motion for whatever's supposed to happen with this app. So so they probably just need to dot some I's and cross some T's just to make it finalized. But yeah, I don't think I don't think it's going anywhere. So in the bio, it doesn't say much about me. Should I put them on a pilot that I am a music teacher? Um, You're seeing your bio now, Mariexa? Yeah, yes, I think you should revise it. So that could be great. I think you should revise it so that, yeah, it's more about who you are and what you're going to post content on. So it aligns with your content. That I think you should do. Yes. Sweet, because I'm trying so hard to get into the program. Yeah. Continue to press on. Hope not. Yeah. I say continue to press on. That's why I haven't, stopped what I'm doing yet. That's also why I'm trying to pivot, like when I talk about YouTube, and trying to make sure I'm diversifying my options. So I'm trying to make that happen during this time, just so I don't put all my eggs in one basket, recognizing that there is something special happening here, but also could spend this time dually working on another space as well. And because I've established this, just let me just say this out loud, because I've established this on YouTube. If the lights were to shut off here, I would just go over there and play in that playground. That's what I would do next. I would just go over there. I'll go to the gram. I'll go to Meta. I'm not a big fan of Meta, but I like the gram in particular, um, in terms of its groups and how it operates on the back end. TikTok doesn't operate that way in terms of the DM and the group chats and all that stuff. I like that about it. I'm not as big a fan about the content elements of Meta. It's just a different aesthetic, a different type of system over there. So I'm not a big fan of that, but I do like some of the organizational things about Meta. So that I do support. And then Facebook, I haven't really played in that sandbox too much. So I need to play around in there too. TikTok is not going anywhere. The government is making money from and everyone that is making money. Exactly. I always say follow the dollar. Follow the dollars. If you follow the dollars, it will make sense. It will make sense. That's it. And so if that's the case, there's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of people who will have something to say about it. Okay. And so I don't think it's going anywhere. I came here as clean and honest then I branched off to other people. Is it horrible? It's horrible. What just happened? Mariexa, what just happened, friend? I appreciate you encouraging us to diversify. Yes. Yes. You have to. You got to be open to all areas. It's just a lot. I don't profess to say it's not a lot. I'm like, okay, there's so many big things on my to-do list that I'm supposed to be doing. And so I had to reprioritize my life. So when it comes to even TikTok shop, so I'm now having to reprioritize to make that a priority. And it was not. I have 2 accounts with full unlimited eligibility for TikTok shop and have not been taking advantage of it at all. So now I'm trying to prioritize it. So I'm going to get it together. I gotta get some things in order. And so I'll be up and running shortly. Um, what else? It started here January 28th. I'm not I'm not live, but I'm not leaving here. You got to be careful that Mariex, what you talking about? Your live access you started January 28th. You need to just go live, friend. I mean, you've been eligible for that long. Yeah, just go live. And I know you're busy too, so it's just a matter of who's your audience. Thank you, Dr. Lisa, for everything today. Have to leave right now. Thank you, Dee Dee, for being here. I appreciate your friend. And Magical, thank you for coming in. So let me do this. Let's chat. I got about another 15 minutes or so before I have to head out. And I typically try to go at least, well, we'll see. I try to go at least 90 minutes. It's been an hour. So we'll see if I can stay on a little bit longer. Couple things I want to make sure I say. So my new people in the room, I want you to understand how to make sure you activate your live. You want to like the live. That's tapping the screen, sharing the live out. Power share. You see where people 305 people have 39 people have shared the live. I just shared it with some five more friends. So definitely share the live. If you have not done your daily heart me, which is that, thank you so much, Cornelia, coming in. So click your daily heart me. The daily heart me is a coin. You got to have coins on your account to fully engage. So put coins on your account. You can do it in the app. It's a little bit more expensive because there's an application or an app fee that's there. Or you can go to the website, www.tiktok.com/symbol coin, recharge there. So I tell people if you got $20 in coins, that's 2,000 coins. They give you a little extra because you get a percentage off. So go get your coins on the website, and then you can engage. And then that's how you get a blue box. You get the request by mistake. Okay, I didn't see it. Thank you so much. How are you this morning? I am doing well, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maria. How are you, friends? How you doing, Nubian? I see you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. I am talking to my YouTube friends really quickly. Let me do my quick commercial as y'all come in. I see y'all coming in. How you doing, Ebony? I appreciate you. So I'm gonna flip my camera real quick. I am on YouTube. I tell you all the time, I want you guys to diversify. I just got a little web camera right at the top. That little web camera up there. You see it? I don't know if y'all can see it with the green dot. That's the web camera. And I just have it on my laptop. I'm on my cell phone for TikTok. And my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. And she is helping me. I am a work in progress over here on these YouTube streets, y'all. I do not have it all together. And I know that. And I'm growing. I'm going to get better. YouTube is I'm on my to-do list of things I know I need to be doing. Thumbnails, editing, changing some other stuffs out. Thank you so much, friend, for the subscription. I appreciate you. Look at you. Thank you, Samantha. Oh, you were able to do it on this account. Appreciate you. You are doing great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Like I said, I say that because I don't want y'all to repeat all my mistakes. I try to tell y'all not to take on my mistakes. I hope you all understand that certain things you shouldn't be doing. But like, you want to have thumbnails, you want to have a title, you want to have description, you want to make sure you're using the right hashtags and not too many, and want to make sure you use tags but not too many. You want to update your keywords, make sure you update them correctly. So there's a lot of things that I need to go back and clean up because I'm a little sloppy, but I don't want you to not take action. Okay, practice makes progress. As you're doing it, you'll get better. You're going to improve. So I want you to just start the process. So thank you, Sam. I see your friend. And so, yes, Michelle Crochet, she is my person that's helping me think very intentionally about my strategy and essentially my growth strategy over here. Hello, Samantha. Thank you so much for coming in. And then I'll get better over time. So I say that because I want you all to make sure you are thinking strategically as well to do this. So placing my keywords in my bio will help. Yes. The words for your audience. You got some words. Yeah. You got some keywords. Yeah. It's up to you if you want to make some adjustments to that. But for the most part, you're good. I like it. Hey, Dr. Lisa, yes, it did. Let me subscribe to you on the other account also. So guess I will be canceling. Okay. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. So let's do this real quick. I'm going to make sure. Diamond, are you still in the room? Let me know if you're still here, friend. I'm going to talk a little bit. You said I did my first live. It was Awesome. I got a bunch of hand hearts. Got the flower gift, a cowboy. Look at you, Kimberly. Oh my goodness. People were just waiting for you, friend. Did you do it with your mom and your son? What did you end up doing? I know you were saying you were going to do the live with your mom and son. Awesome. Oh my gosh. That was good for the first time. So people were waiting for you to come on. That's it. That's it. Just waiting for you. You say, yes, Diamond, you are here. How you doing, Lamarck? How are you? I am doing well, friend. Thank you so much. You have me confidence. I, I have you being confident. Is that what it is? Woohoo. Yes. Yes. I appreciate you. Just by myself. I did it alone. Okay. That's good. That's good. Nice. I gave you confidence. Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate it. Blessed up always. A pleasure to see you, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you. All right, sir. Let's do this. So for Diamond, I'm going to do this really quickly and we're going to zip through. And then I usually spend a little time talking about my bundle and all the other stuff. I will do it's going to be a quick review of it. I'll do better tomorrow because I won't be in a hurry to hit the road. Tomorrow, though, I won't be in a hurry, though. So I should be fine. Tomorrow. Today, I got to hit the road. That's the problem. I should be sleeping. I haven't had any sleep. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Well, I could talk about this tomorrow. Let me know if this is not a good time. Others in the room, let me know if you want me to go over it. Thanks for everything. You're welcome, friend. You are so welcome. How you doing, Trixie? How you doing, friend? I see you. Thank you so much. Tippy Hill, how are you, friend? Thank you for sharing the live. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over it really quickly for you all, though. Let's do this. We're going to talk about, I'm going to give you the prompt. We're going to talk through it, and then I'm going to see if chat allows me to do another prompt. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What did you say, friend? You said you're ready to chat in here to encourage and support the dig. Let's go. Oh, thank you so much, friend. Thank you for sharing. I'm watching on both platforms. Oh, appreciate you. All right. Okay, so I'm going to flip my camera. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about ChatGPT. We're going to talk about finding your niche and then your target audience. And then I'm going to talk about an outline. There's a few of you. Hopefully, it's not a lot of you. This is typically like my 4 o'clock conversation, especially those in the room. But I know a few of you have come to both the 10 and the 4. And there's concern about engagement. And I talked about making sure that you go and find your target audience. So the question is, who's your audience? Who are you trying to talk to? Who are you trying to engage with? And so you probably want to do this prompt first as a way to ideate and get a sense of, okay, what am I talking about? What am I doing? How am I trying to make sure this page is what I want to do? Okay. And then who I want to talk to. And then what type of solution I want to offer and what type of outline of my live stream and what are those keywords. So all that plays into this. So we're going to talk about that really quickly. I want you to be intentional about everything you do. Intentional is the word for the year. Intentional. I don't mind. Light needs to be plugged in. And so if you're intentional, people will support you too. Okay, there we go. Hey, Holly Q, how are you, friend? I see you. And so this prompt can be used in all your pages. So you probably need to do that. Even, I'm going to say even for TikTok Shop, okay? Because let me say something. As you're thinking about your products, and if you are going to have a niche approach, here for intentional, there we go. If you're going to have a niche approach to how you're doing your TikTok Shop, then you need to know who you're talking to. Who's your audience? Who's going to buy from you? Who will resonate with your messages about products? And here's what you need to get. And here's why. All the features and benefits. And people are going to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to get this because Dr. Lisa or Holocu or Coach Miss Jessie said that I should get this because I trust them. I know them. I like them. Or if a new a new group of people come into your page or come to your live stream because of you're talking about a certain product. And again, you want to be able to talk to that audience. You want to say, hey, ladies, I know you're concerned about XYZ. That's why this product is for you. But you need to know what the XYZ is that they're concerned with. What are their pain points? What are the challenges? What are they trying to overcome? And how your solution, your product, is the right product for them. Okay? So whether that is TikTok Shop or your own live stream, because you have your own products, whether it's a physical product or digital product. You have your ebook, your checklist, your course, your mentorship, your training, your masterclass, whatever it is. You want to make sure you know who you're talking to and know how to connect with them. Okay? So we're gonna flip my camera real quick. I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna take my charger cord out. And so hopefully you guys can see this just fine. We're going to talk about this here. Let me unhighlight it. So the part here is what I'm going to highlight, but we're going to talk about the first part. Pearl, thank you so much, friend. So it says, help me brainstorm 5 examples of niche ideas in a list of topics for my live stream. That's what we're doing here. This is a live stream. And include keywords to attract my target audience. Oh, you just knows my hair. You like it? I appreciate you, friend. And include a list of pain points. I just talked about those pain points, those challenges, those struggles. The demographic, you need to know who your audience is. Are they older, women who are retired, women who are dealing with perimenopause, or women who are stay-at-home moms, whoever you're talking to, okay? And then know their psychographics, the things that they're interested in, that they value, that they're passionate about, okay, for my target audience. And then you want to put in all the different characteristics about you, okay? Because the reality is your target audience is a reflection of you. That's it. So as you're doing the TikTok streets and you're in there doing your shoppable lives and your shoppable videos, or any of your content, or even coming live and just being a regular live host, you want to make sure that you are talking to your audience in a way that will resonate with them. And so if you really know who you are and what you're about, then you can bring in a very authentic way, things that your audience is struggling with. Okay. Disaster specialist, thank you for joining. So take this prompt, do a screenshot of it. I don't mind. Let me know if you don't have it. But the blue part is everything that's about you. Okay. So TikTok got to chatting. I'm sorry, chat got to chatting. And chat was like, okay, I'm going to get you what you need. So I'm super new. Thanks for all your information. You're welcome. Got it. Okay. Okay. So chat got to chatting. Chat can be a little chatty at times. So sometimes you have to kind of go back and say, chat, take this part out, add this part. Typically when it comes to your characteristics, if it's some stuff that you're like, okay, you're overemphasizing this, you're not elevating this part of what I want you to talk about. So maybe you need to kind of revise your wording, or you can go back and say, okay, I like what you did in 1 and 3, combine those 2 concepts for me. Okay. So this is fit finance for busy moms. So this is a combination of fitness and physical health. And so they combine those 2 concepts, and then they have keywords listed there. And again, those keywords are the words you're going to say in your live stream, particularly when you're starting. Or maybe you might even use some of those words for your title, depending on what you're talking about too. So you want to be intentional about integrating those keywords, because again, the algorithm listens to everything you say. So if your live is talking about busy mom routines, your live is talking about family budget tips, your live is talking about financial planning for moms. I know you're super busy and you want to make sure you're planning and budgeting appropriately for your family. So I'm going to give you some health and wellness hacks. So again, I said those words. Those are the words that the algorithm is listening to. It's like, okay, so you're helping people with health and wellness. And so those people will get pushed into your life over time. It doesn't always happen immediately, but you'll see as you show up and you say those words and you continue to do this, and that consistency is rewarded. And so TikTok will put more people in your room. Hello, Katie. How are you, friend? And so with the target audience, again, knowing your audience is key. And this example, it has women 30 to 55, middle upper class, middle upper class people, married and single mothers, working professionals. So you know that about your demographic. Psychographics, they value health, stability, time efficiency, independence. And then those pain points, they're overwhelmed. They feel guilty about self-care. They lack time. They're confused about investing, fear financial instability. So again, as you're talking to your audience, just like, I know it's hard to build in self-care. And I know you feel guilty when you do it because you're trying to balance being a mom and you're so busy with your routine. So you want to be able to say that to your audience so they know you're talking to them. But then you can be like, okay, here's what you want to get. You want to get this Peloton bike. Whatever product you're promoting is selling. But you do that in a very authentic way because you're going to be able to speak to those pain points or speak to their psychographic. What do they value? They value time and health, all those things. So you can talk about your product in the context of those particular values that they have or pain points. All right. So chat got to chatting. Chat will give you 3 different examples. And then you can go on to Ask Chat. Let's see if it'll work because I might have to reboot this one, but we'll see. Let's say, write me a 30-minute outline for my live stream and include we're going to say those keywords to attract my target audience. Hold on, let's go back somewhat. We're going to go back. Outline for my live stream. We're going to say based on niche number 1 because we want to use the one above. So we want to tell it, hey, you did good with 1. We're going to go with 1. So I want you to write an outline based on niche number 1 and include the keywords for my target audience. I say include an introduction script. Not that you're reading a script, but it's something to kind of help explain who you are and what you're all about and include those keywords. With the keywords that will resonate with my target audience and include, it's very run on, but chat knows what I'm saying, and include, it's a run on sentence, and include engaging questions. Now, we'll just say keep my audience commenting. Okay. In the live stream. So we'll see. So we're going to ask chat to run that. Okay, chat did it for us. All right. So chat did it. So live stream title. So it gave us a title too. That's awesome. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much. It says live stream title. And you got keywords. So it gave us to use throughout. So these are different words. So again, financial plans for moms. It says family budgeting tips. So it gave us the same kind of keywords that we had before. Add a little bit more. Chat is so amazing. Makes my life so much easier. It does. It does. You just got, what's going to happen in life? You're just going to come up with the right prompts. That's it. We're going to be distilled down to coming up with the right prompt to get you what you need. Okay. Because all these platforms are integrating AI. TikTok Shop has a whole integration of AI in it. So to help you come up with your script for your video, or even for you to use in your live stream, some things you can say about the product. So yeah, this is going to be distilled down to just coming up with the best prompt and you'll be okay. Hello, friend. Hope all is well. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for being here. And so when it comes to the script, you see where it gets to scripting. It could be a little wordy. Now, again, I say use this as an example to know how to organize your thinking. Okay. Uh-oh. Ugh. That girl's calling me. Hold on one second. I said that girl, that's my child. Let me see. Tell her I call her back. She probably trying to see if I'm on the road. Let's see if I can get her. Well, I'll message her later in a second. Yes, all about the prompt, friend. That's it. Where do we find this information? Okay, what time do you think you'll be here? See, there she goes. She texted me. You said, where do you find this information? This is ChatGPT. Now, where do you find this information? The prompts that I'm given? Me, Dr. Lisa. That's it, Dr. Lisa. Dr. Lisa. And so, yeah, perfect. Yeah, this is ChatGPT, though, that I'm just putting these prompts in here. And so these are prompts that I usually share in this live. Now I have a host of other prompts that you could use. I also have something on my stand store. It's a beginner's guide in terms of leveraging ChatGPT for your live stream. And I give you 6 steps you need to know. And I give you about 20 other prompts that you can use to support your live stream. So I want you to be intentional about your approach. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Right and exactly. Laugh out loud. You said right and exactly. um, so yes, so that's there for you. And then I have another checklist that tells you what you should be doing before your live, during your live, and after your live. Okay. So chat gets to chatting a little bit. So you might want to take this as a way to say, okay, what are some of the things I want to say to my audience? How do I want to package myself, especially in the beginning? And I tell you in the beginning, you are supposed to be very much talking, tapping your screen, welcoming your people, sharing your live. You are engaging. You are actively involved in your live. Thank you, Dr. Liz. You have your stand up. Now, I could buy from there right now. Yes, friend, you can, Mariexa. You know what? Let me show this and I'll show my stand. I'm just gonna zip through it in like 5 minutes because I gotta hit the road and call my child back. Make sure she's packing. That's the thing about it, because I'll get down there and she still has like 70% of packing still left. And I'm like, ma'am. You say you got to run. Okay, friend. So yeah, the rest of this is just showing you the outline. So hopefully you guys got to see the prompt fully. You know what? Let me go back there really quickly just so you can see the prompt, just in case you didn't. So that's the prompt. Okay. And like I said, it's a run-on sentence, but chat fixes it. It knows what I'm trying to say. This is great. You're welcome, friend. Okay. So with that, it'll break it down. So it gives you those keywords, and then it breaks it down per minute. Introduction, 3 to 5 minutes. And then it gives you an outline to say different things you can do in your live stream. Thank you so much. You're welcome. So it gives you that outline. It tells you very intentionally, like, here's some of the things you want to keep in mind. And you can, follow this outline and say, okay, guys, we're going to have 5 or 6 segments that we're going to cover today. I want to make sure you guys know a little bit about, the struggle, but also how do you have fit finances? We're going to talk through that. And then we're going to talk through time saving hacks, money hacks for you. So you manage the flow of your live, but at the same time, maybe you set the expectation for your live as well and for your audience to know how to engage. And if there are topics you're going to cover that people are waiting for, that's a good thing because they'll watch just to hear that particular topic. Okay. And so as you become more comfortable going live, you'll know again what your audience is asking you and asking of you. And then you can say, okay, I'm going to get to that. Stay with me for a little bit. And then we'll cover that in a second. I'm going to get to that. And so I don't do it on purpose because you guys ask me a lot of questions, but that is something I do quite often because I want you all to stay with me. But at the same time, I want to make sure I'm answering questions in the chat. So that is ChatGPT, a real quick one. I've done some other prompts too, but that's a quick one that you can do between those 2 prompts to kind of get you started. If you're like, okay, well, how do I get this thing going? I picked my son up from college yesterday. I had to pack everything. Trixie, oh my gosh, I am hoping that girl. I talked to her yesterday. I said, how much you got done? Because she had finals this week. She's like, oh yeah, I'm good. I got some stuff done. I was like, child, who we fooling? She's like, no, mommy, I did. I was like, okay, we'll see how when I get there, how much I got to do. Because I'm hoping I just have to kind of help load stuff. And I was not, obviously I wasn't thinking because I would have had her father come. That's what he said. I know. I know, I don't know if I'm saying I'm busy and I don't have enough hours in a day. I don't know how she had enough hours in a day. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be packing. You said ask for pictures. Show me. I should have. She was in a study hall. I should have told her, like, go to your room. Now, just point the camera. Let's do FaceTime. I want to see boxes. I want to see luggage. I want to see stuff from under the bed. So, yeah. So I'm mentally prepared, y'all. I'm ready. I'm ready for the shenanigans today. I was sharing yesterday. Somebody was talking, asking about, their son was going off to college and how did she kept crying, how do you get over it? And I said, you know what, go live. Go live. That's it, go live. And he said, thank you, absolutely. And I was saying that funny, but the reality was I was a helicopter parent. I was all in her business. She was stressed, I was stressed because she wasn't listening and I wasn't listening to her. And at the end of the day, I've been doing this for like the last 5 months or so. And she's calling me now, telling me, hey, mommy, what you doing? I was like, I'm going live. She's like, oh, okay. And then she'll text me. Like just now, she just tried to reach me and I had to ignore her. It is freedom. It is. It's freedom. You worry about them and you just, now I'm like, okay, I'm just going to put you out there in the hands of the Lord. I'll pray for you. You come back to me. You want to ask me questions. I give you my advice. But hey, you figure it out. You figure it out. So I found me something else that I'm not focused on her and even my boys, my step boys. Now my little guy, he gets mama and daddy. But the other ones, the older ones, I'm like, okay, y'all gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. And they're good kids. Don't get me wrong, they're really good kids. But they're still young adults and they're still adulting and there's still things that they um, think they know it all. And, you still kind of navigating that with them. But for the most part, they're good kids. But I found my own thing. I'm doing my own purpose. And because of that, I'm not overly consumed with her and what's going on with her and stuff. So that's what's happening now. So if you guys can go live, it will hopefully create a different focus, a different energy, a different purpose for you. And then ultimately you will monetize. You will monetize. I shared that quite a bit yesterday. It took me a long time to get to the end of my journey conversation. But at the end of the day, you do make money. I mean, it takes time, it takes consistency, but it compounds. And I want to make sure you understand that because as you're going live and you're, going live intentionally, great perspective. Thank you so much. As you're going live consistently, and I set my payouts to pay out at 500. So it just accumulates for me and it becomes this money that I get paid out once it gets to 500. And so I'm getting paid out like twice a month based on that 500. This month of May, it may even be 3 times and the subscription plans and stuff like that. So it just becomes this thing that TikTok is offering a little bit more residual income because of it. So passive income, and now not necessarily so passive, it's becoming primary when you think about it. So it's something to think about, but you got to do it. You got to stay in it. You got to stay in it. You got to be consistent and you got to be intentional about what you're doing. And if you are talking to your audience, I say the right audience, the target audience, and offering solutions, it becomes even more in the sense of, okay, how do I then think above and beyond just what I'm doing here, but I'm offering solutions that are helping people beyond just my live. Okay. So that's the goal. That's where you want to elevate your thinking to say, okay, how do I get to that point? Um, in the meantime, thank you all for following me on YouTube as well. I see my friends in the chat. Thank you so much, Alex. Amazing. Appreciate you. So definitely, if you get a chance, follow me on YouTube if you're not already doing it. I appreciate the support there as well. And I want to make sure you connect with Yes Michelle Crochets. She is the person that's giving me some tips and strategy to do my YouTube, as well as, she's somebody you can connect with because she's trying to build that out for herself as well. Thank you so much. Oh, TikTok said I just did 90 minutes. Oh, wow. I got 5 minutes, y'all. I got to leave. I just looked at the time. Okay, look here. Let's do this. I'm going to take you to my Stan Store. Okay. So on my profile, let's see. If you click my profile photo, hold on one second. I want to make sure I get you there. So if you click my profile photo, hold on, sound coming in. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if you click my profile picture, my mini profile pops up. Pops up. If you click my picture again, it will take you to my primary profile. And TikTok is not liking me on the server here. I'm getting this little error message. So what I want to do, I'm going to take you to my stand store. So in my stand store, you'll see right there under my bio is my stand store. Okay. Let's get off this page because it's giving me a little error message. So we're going to go to my bio. And within my bio, this is where you can get other resources from me. I do one-on-ones. I talk about UBC. If you are interested in UBC, UBC is really what's taught me as a course about digital marketing. So I share that all the time because I think it is a great resource. It's a whole community with 54,000 people on school, people who are learning about the different ways to integrate your brand within this digital marketing space. So when you think about getting brand deals, when you think about affiliate marketing, when you think about working on different social media in terms of presenting your brand on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. They have a 2 hour and 18-minute session on going live on TikTok. So again, this is what has taught me how to do this effectively. And I do go back to it as a resource constantly. I'm in there thinking about my next thing. And so with that, I stand by UBC, but UBC is pretty comprehensive. I offer Instagram group chat where I can support people who purchase it from me. So that's where you can get additional support and resources to get into my group chat. You can do that if you buy UBC, but essentially you become an affiliate for UBC so you can resell it. So I want people to take advantage of it. The perk of being an affiliate is awesome, but the resources in it are even better. So I want to make sure you know that. In the meantime, if you want a starter kit, this is what I call my starter kit. In this bundle is what I promote during this live. It's also on sale just for this live. It's usually $127. I changed the price to $57, so you only can get it during this live. I'll probably keep it up since I have to rush. I'll probably keep it up until when I get to Tampa, I'll take it down. So I'll take it down around 1:30. So it'll be up for a little bit if you want to grab it. But essentially what's in it is going to teach you a digital marketing 101 course. It's a mini course. It's a mini course on branding. There's a mini course on Canva in terms of how to leverage Canva. And then also you get private label rights books. It's master resale, so it's 100% yours. You can rebrand, you can resell it. You can have this in your storefront. It's 100% yours. And then ultimately you could take even the private label rights books and resell them as well. So they all that is yours in that bundle. It comes with me. So you are put in a different group chat on Instagram, as well as you get access to me. So the same way I'm delivering this message, Instagram, I like it because you can do DMs where you can give voice memos, you can do chats, you can even do videos as well. But at the end of the day, you get access to me and anybody who is part of my group chat, which is right now at 150 people. That group chat, you also get one-on-ones. So if you need to meet with me, I'll meet with you quickly and we can talk through whatever question you have. And like I said, the voice memo is another way for us to connect because I want to be there to support you and answer questions because you don't know what you don't know. And because I've done some of this, I can give you my insights and I can tell you where you can get some more support from if I can't answer your question. Also, I have a 3-page checklist. I tell people often who come to my live, it's like, how do I get engagement in my live? Honestly, everything I talk about is right here in this checklist. That's pretty much the cheat code. So it's right there in that checklist for you, but it tells you what you should be doing before your live, during your live, and even after your live. And then what we just talked about in chat, I'll have a 6-step guide that I walk you through multiple prompts. It's even more prompts here where I talk about your niche, your topic, your keywords, your target audience, and then your intro script, but also other tips and strategies you want to be aware of when it comes to leveraging AI. And I give you like 10 other prompts that you can use, 10 to 15 other prompts that you can use. So that's there for you. And then I do one-on-one consultation. So if you're like, Dr. Lisa, all that stuff there is great, but I need you to talk to you about my particular situation, my issue, you can meet with me. So I do a 2-for-1. So first meeting is an initial meeting, 40 minutes over Zoom, and then there's a follow-up meeting you can schedule to treat it as an accountability conversation. And then finally, this is the free guide. So if you want to grab this freebie, that's there. It's a mindset workbook. Essentially, I talk about it being goal setting because at the end you do set goals, but all throughout you are shifting your mindset. I want you to be successful, but you have to be in the right mindset to do the work. And a lot of times we don't take action because we overanalyze something. And I tell you all the time, overanalysis becomes paralysis. And so you don't take that action because you're overthinking the process. But a lot of it just requires you to show up and keep showing up, keep doing the work. You'll grow, you'll get better, you'll become more comfortable, you'll feel more confident. And you can do this and continue to talk to your audience and offer more resources and more information to them. So I say that because I want you to have the right mindset to do this, but it starts there. Okay. Typically, I go through this bundle. If you purchase the bundle, there is a YouTube video that walks you through everything in terms of the clickable links you're going to buy, get in your bundle. Okay. So like I said, it's $57 and it has a digital marketing one-on-one course, a branding masterclass, and a Canva mastery. I tell people to do that during week 1 so that if you're going live, you are constantly going live, but behind the scenes, you're working on your product, your solution for your audience. Okay. And if you're going live, you can hear from your audience to know what is the right solution for them. And so what I tell people do in week 1, you work on your brand. Week 2, I want you to work on that product. Week 3, I want you to put your product in your storefront and create your email flows and all the other back-end systems. And then week 4, I want you to launch. Okay. So that is the blueprint. That is what you want to do in terms of being successful. And if you really do that over the course of 30 days, just think about it from this perspective. The first 30 days, you are creating all this back-end system work, but you're going live. The next 30 days, which is now going into your 60 days, is that you are promoting your services, resources, and helping your audience. And so because of that, you are making additional passive income. If you're being intentional about who you're talking to and you're talking to them in terms of supporting them with your solution. And then that next 30 days, you should be making additional passive income. And then 90 days, you're making more. And so it ends up growing. So I want you to be intentional about creating your solution and talking to your audience. And then there's some other things you're doing too. You're offering subscriptions, you're offering other resources, free products, other things you're offering your community. But again, this is part of the strategy and being strategic about how you're doing it. And so, like I said, you get put in my Instagram group chat where people are there. We're encouraging each other. We're supportive. We're asking people to connect and support our live stream as well as our different pages. We're also, you also get access to me to help you with any questions you have and how I can support you as well. Okay, friends? So that is it. And so that's in my storefront. You can grab that. Let me know if you have any questions. I do answer questions. From you in the DM. So let me know if you have questions. Send it my way. I in turn will answer. I don't send out messages because I have those imposter accounts. So I try not to send out messages. And so I don't have another account that says Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. So that's an imposter. But I know I have at least 1 or 2 more that have come up, imposter accounts. So I got to submit the paperwork to get rid of them. But be careful and make sure you're responding and reaching out to the right Dr. Lisa. Thank you, Shay. How are you doing? Thank you for sharing your knowledge. You are so welcome, friend. I appreciate that. And I want to make sure you all are supporting as well. Thank you so much. How you doing, Bloom? How you doing, God's girl? I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you all for joining. I am about to get off because I got to hit the road. Got to go to pick up my daughter, move her out her dorm. And so I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 because I won't be back in time today to go live. But I will see you tomorrow at 10. And then that's going to be the case for both Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday's Mother's Day. So if I don't see you then, happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much. Safe travels. I appreciate you all. You said bye. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate you all. So take care, everybody. All right. Bye-bye. My YouTube family, take care as well. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.